Okay, you are actually a Virgo sign on the, I guess you're on the cusp of Libra. It's, I guess, and your moon is in Scorpio, which means you're a stalker and you might be just a good researcher. And also, your moon, that's how your mom was, very desirable and intense or something. And it's on the cusp of Libra, so she's probably kind of halfway fake too, and just treats you like an inanimate object. You know what's really cool about you? You have Ceres and Leo, which means that you like to be everybody else's biggest fan. You like to talk good about other people, like you'll compliment them behind their back and while they can still hear you. Like you'll be like, "Oh my gosh, Dashton's such a really good astrologer. Look, he's told me like this and that, and I didn't have to tell him anything." Like you'll just like brag about your friends and just people that you just met and make them feel really good. And that's what Ceres and Leo does. Like they're just really generously hearted people with their glowing light energy. Like they could treat you like a queen. You treat other people like a king because you're actually the king that you walk in and everybody wants like adore you and stuff. You know what I mean? And they want what you got, like your healing energy. That's the true type of Leo, the heal where it heals. Because Ceres is how you heal other people. And the way you heal other people is Leo, by being their fan, by putting them in the spotlight and treating them like they're gold. And you make them feel really good. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense for you?
It does.
And also, your moon sign is in Scorpio, like I said. So you might be a stalker, like you just want to research people really, and it's in the actually in the 12th house. So your mom probably put you through like foster care or something, or didn't want to take responsibility for you, and she could have died because your moon's in Scorpio, and she could have been just on drugs and put you in foster care, maybe because of the 12th house. And she could have been just this fake bitch that treated you like an inanimate object. She didn't have time for you. She just made sure that you were either fed, did your homework, or made somebody else take care of you. All types of people take care of you because she couldn't take care of you. And then your Saturn's actually in, is that true?
Uh, Not exactly.
Was she like overly religious and spiritual and like intense like that, or what?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, your Saturn's in Gemini. I guess that's good enough. Your Saturn's in Gemini, which means your father, authoritative figures, always told you to shut the fuck up, and it ruined your fucking cool with trying to communicate. But it also can give you the gift of being this really good communicator. You can be a public speaker if you wanted to. If everyone's telling you to shut up, and also it's in the seventh house of other people. So you think everybody else should shut the fuck up. And they talk too much. They lie too much. But also it turns you into a liar too. And your dad probably got you to become a liar because you had to lie to his two faces. And you see him as completely different from you. And you keep on attracting all these people that are just like your dad. And you see all the Taurus, stable, financially secure people different from you because you're Scorpio rising, which people might love or hate you like right away without no fucking reason. Does this make sense? I mean, for you,
Yes.
does it relate to you in a way?
A lot of it can.
It can.
There's some things that might not be, exact, but I'm not expecting that.
Okay, well, you might have troubles with your lungs too. You might have life lessons with like collapsed lung or something, and you should never ever smoke. And you probably had to learn lessons through smoking and not smoking, but everybody else smokes and they get away with everything. But you have sensitive lungs and you have sensitive hands. You probably had some arm injury, maybe. Is this true about you or not? It's not.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
no, nothing with the lungs.
Okay. What about your arms and hands?
No, everything's good. I never had any injuries.
Okay, well that's good. What about your hips, your kidneys? Because actually your Saturn's in the seventh house. Yeah, it is. So you might have kidney problems. What about kidney problems?
Well, I thought I was passing a kidney stone, but It was never a kidney stone. That's what it was. My kidneys hurt one time. I had to go in and take a certain medication, Flomax, but that was all I ever had, and it
Well,
went away. And
that
a couple of years ago.
well, that could be part of it. I guess you had to learn a small lesson. I don't know. Because it's just supposed to restrict you on things and discipline you and give you responsibilities in those areas of life. Who knows? Um, your Jupiter is in Sagittarius, so you have luck with traveling and expanding your mind and philosophy. And it's in your rising sign, which is your persona and your face and how you approach people and how people perceive you right away, your identity. So you're lucky with finding out who you are, the I am of you, and through adventures and stuff like that, and gambling with life. And the cult knowledge is right in front of you, like you can give them a cold stare. I don't know. And you probably look really good in black and like wearing black and professional looking like that, right?
Okay.
Not everyone likes black. I mean, I don't. I love gothic clothes so much. I wish I could do gothic clothes, but it isn't really. I don't like. I'm just a hippie, whatever, or whatever. So your Venus is actually in Libra, and that's in its place. Venus is how you are in relationships, what you're looking for qualities in others to be, and it's in your 11th house, so you probably want to be friends first, and obviously, and also in your 11th house, you're probably like really critical with people, and you like to serve them. You probably like to clean other people's houses, your friends' houses or something, and I don't know, and be their accountant. Your friends always look to you to count their money or something. And is that true or what?
I'm good with money. I'm good with numbers.
There you go. I'm not. Your Mars is in Aquarius. This is your sexual expression, how you get mad at people, and it's your willpower. And it's also in the third house. So how you communicate, think, and do with your hands. You can also trap people in an environment when you get mad at somebody with your wit and your and how you talk, what you say to them. Like they'll just feel trapped with what you say to them when you're mad. And also, it's only you get mad when someone ruins your ego. Plus, you like to have sex, weird sex, anything goes, and you'll have sex with your friends. That's what that means. And, right? And then your Lilith is actually in Libra, so you actually don't want to have like just a one night stand. But if you do, you make sure that you're in a relationship with them. You make sure they feel like they're your love partner or something, and you're proud of all your relationships and you're proud of your beauty. And your Lilith is actually in the 11th house, so you're proud of your friends and you rebel, being like this classy person against people who don't want to see you as a Libra, like as in someone who just kind of what's it called? Kind of judgmental and probably not confrontational. Like people want to see you toughen up and be like a man and be like, why don't you tell that person what you really feel about them? And you're like, I don't know, I don't want to, or something like that. You know what I mean? But you still,
Okay.
but the way you react to those situations, like with your friends, yeah, I guess because you're very analytical and it's kind of slow down to analyze that, I guess, to rebel and to decide. So that'd probably slow you down on that reaction kind of thing with your friends or something like that. I don't know. And that means other things. I just forgot. I call it like I just thought about all this stuff. What the 11th house also is like hopes, wishes, and dreams, like what you want to go after. And it's you have to do it with your relationships too. You people are like, I don't want to do it with you, and you're like, I gotta do it with you, and I'm gonna bring you with me to do it with me in social media field or something like that with your hopes, wishes, and dreams. So like you don't like to be alone when you're trying to go for your goals of your wishes and dreams. You know what I'm saying? And the way you isolate yourself is Pluto and Virgo, and it's in the 11th house also. So you never like to be alone, but with your friends. And when you are alone, you want to be at your friend's house, like cleaning their house or counting their money or whatever. That's when you isolate yourself and you analyze everything. That's when you do all that Does that make sense? Is that true for you or what? I mean,
Well, I don't really hang out with anybody, so I don't know what that part is. But
hmm.
pretty much, I don't like being through. And when I'm trying to be successful, I like to be around other people as it's happening to, I guess, maybe describe the situation as it's going along, so I can fall. I can see that happening.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Okay. Your life purpose is an Aquarius. You already gained the knowledge and accomplished being a Leo, getting all the attention that you could ever want. Plus your 10th house, which is your midheaven, which is your public persona and how you act in your career. Everybody probably has a crush on you. Everybody probably revolves around you at your career anyways and gives you all the attention and treats you like a king there. Plus, so you already know all about that. And that's what you teach to everybody. And how to be everybody's biggest fan. That's basically when you walk into a room, everyone's gonna be like, you lit up the fucking room and we'll allow you to do anything you want, like in a professional situation, like a professional setting. When you come in that room, everybody just lets themselves hang out and be like, wow, this person's cool. I just want to be their friend. I want to get close to them. When I'm close to them, I feel like they're my friend because your fourth house is in Aquarius. And it means that they'll treat you like, oh, you're cool. You're my friend. And I'm like a judge or I'm a cop or whatever. And they'll just treat you like a normal person. You'll see them as a normal person. You'll never see anybody with a crown on besides you. And you're the shit around everybody. Right? And the way you heal them is to make them feel like they're the shit. Because your CRS is Leo. Does that make sense for you?
No, that makes sense to me.
Does this relate to you? Is this how you are? And this is how it is for you?
It's not an arrogant thing,
Of
but I
course.
have a lot of self-confidence.
Yeah. But like when you walk into a room, like where it's professional, people are like, you lit up the room and it's time to just have a little fun and they'll treat you like, you treat them like they're just a regular person, but you give them the spotlight obviously, but give you the spotlight. So it's like y'all all in the light. It's like y'all give up. Y'all don't have anything to hide really. Y'all are just cool, like you know what I mean? Like a professional situation, you can walk into any room and blend in. You know what I'm saying? Is that true for you?
That can be. I am boss of my own company, and so everybody will has to look up to me.
Exactly. Bow down to the king, bitch, because your 10,000 is Leo. And so the way you heal other people is by bringing them up to that royal throne that you're already on. You share it with everybody.
I treat everybody very well.
Yes, of course, a kind-hearted person. And your
Well, I
Lilith
don't
is,
want to be the one called a dick all the time either.
uh,
That's why.
well, that's so good. Yes. And that's your purpose is Aquarius to treat everyone like a friend, be a real friend and gain the friendships. It's what you lack and what you came here to gain. And it's good that you're the king and you're sharing the crown with everybody. You're thinking, you know what I mean? And that's your point. It's your purpose too. It's your purpose to treat everyone like a friend when you're already on that crown and you put everybody else there too and you're like, but you're still going to be the shit either way. Shine more than them and they want to be around you so bad to be in that light. So this means, yep, and you could be very threatening with because your persona, like, oh my gosh, they'd be intimidated by you, and you're just like, and because it's in Scorpio, your rising sign, your Mercury's in Virgo, so you then communicate very perfectionist, and at your job too, you have to be a speaker, I guess, and transport things, I guess. Yup, and that's good. And to be a speaker and a public speaker, do you have to be like kind of a public speaker too? Like when you're the boss, you make meetings happen and you're like, your purpose is to be with your siblings and a speaker and transport things. I don't know, and work with your hands. I don't know. Does that make sense for you? Like every time you do that, you're gaining that characteristics. Anyways, cool. And your Juno is in Virgo, so you just want to be with somebody, married to somebody that you can stand every day to day with. And that's what you act like too. Like if I can stand myself every day and with you, with someone, then that's who I want to be with. And that's how you act with it. You know what I mean? And your palace is in Gemini, which is like, if you were to do creative projects, you would want to do them with your siblings and your neighbors and the community and stuff like that, right?
Okay.
So you're basically getting everybody involved to your creative projects. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. No, I do some remodeling jobs for my parents.
Hell yes. Well, that was groovy. I guess, does that sound good to you? I don't know.
Okay, so I gave you 10:25 in the morning. Honestly, if that number changed by 15 minutes, does it make a whole bill of beans of a difference in what you just told me?
What do you mean? What make a difference? I don't know. I mean, you just teach me about your chart. I'm just analyzing in my own retarded head what I think it could be mean for you. And I was just getting, feedback from you. And I was just wondering what your feedback was. That was it.
You do a lot of this, huh?
I just do it with whoever the fuck I will cooperate with me, like will give me the time of day to explain their birth chart. Because some people just charge for this shit, which is good. They can make money off of it, as because it's just common sense. It's not psychic. That's what I think that they shouldn't be like charging money for, because that's an experience like with God and stuff, and that should always be free. But this information's cool, and I do it for free, whatever. But yeah, there you go.
No, a lot of things are going to be true, you know.
Yeah, it's not always going to be exact with a person because they don't know you. You live your chart, no one else does. It just gives you an inclination of what could be and what is or whatever, and what your good points are. Like Libra and Leo, that was really good. And Cryon and Aries, which is your identity. So you think your identity is perfect, you know who you are, and then all of a sudden something happens and you have to re-heal it, and it's good again. And you always like kind of work on that to keep that cut sealed. You know what I mean? Like a heart unwounded healing thing, like your identity your persona gets cracked, and then you have to re-heal it. And you're always thinking about it analytically because your Mercury's in Virgo. I mean, this sounds like this could be anybody working like that as an individual anyways, but still, this is what I think it means for your chart. Does that make any sense? I don't know. It's crazy.
You can go more, but keep going.
Yeah? Okay. Your 12th house is a Libra, which means you have a beautiful soul. And also you have 5th, 6th, 7th house, which is other people. You think everybody else is stable and too slow. And you're like, your rising sign, your persona is chaotic. Like when you meet somebody, you kind of feel a little bit chaotic, but you'll be lucky with it, and expansive. You're really wanting to learn about everyone and everything when you meet them. And you could be like giving them this really fucked up stare, I guess, right? Like in researching them like head to toe. You know what I'm saying? And when you speak, you want to analyze what you're going to say first, and that kind of slows you down. And because it's in Virgo. And it's in your midheaven, your persona. So that's, and plus where which is your public persona, which is the 10th house Leo, where your ego is. And so what you say might, you don't want to say anything that you're not proud of, and that's perfect. You want to have it. So you might, you know what I mean? Analyze it before you say it in the public world. You know what I'm saying? So it could look star quality. Right. There you go. If that makes sense for you. I'm not making you have to say agree with me. I wanted to see you.
Like I said, I like to have everything perfect, but that's interesting.
Super duper cool. Your Neptune's also in your rising sign too. Wow. So this is cool. Your 8th house is in Gemini, so you might die of a car wreck, or your lungs might be fucked up. And you don't have any problems with your lungs, you said, so that's good. But that's what it means. The 8th house is the death, sex, transportation. So you like talking during sex probably too. Also, you could be a really good writer and a painter, and If you might be very famous when you die. Like if you die, you'll become famous if you're not famous now. You know what I'm saying? And you have to take care of your lungs. Do not ever smoke. So do you smoke? Don't smoke.
No.
Goody. So you think you're gonna be famous? Mm-hmm.
No. Never expected it.
Or at least a lot of people know you, I guess. Right?
Well, yeah.
Like the whole community knows you. Like you're the star of the show, man. Either way, got that 10th house Leo going on. You gather attention anywhere you go. That's cool. And you're like, got all the leader qualities that of being authoritative and organizing people, like being a manager minded person. And you just said you were a manager. So they have to bow down to the king. Hello. And you're not even arrogant or shitty about it. You're like this North Node Aquarius person that's perfect harmony with all that because they're polarity of each other. They both rule the ego. And it's just like good. It's good. Sounds good. I think, and I don't even know you. So, have you ever been married before?
No.
Doesn't bring luck. Oh, it says that, okay, since you have Libra in the 12th house, it means that you treat everybody like they're your soulmate, and you probably won't be lucky with getting married anyways.
So what did it say? Even if I got married, I wouldn't have any success.
Honors come as she imagined they might. Marriage doesn't bring luck. Honors come as he imagined they might. Whatever that fucking means is what they say, but I'm not reading what they say. I'm just saying my own analysis. I don't know. I guess people will fantasize about you anyways. That's cool. I guess I'm like, I don't know. And you're like down to earth and practical with all your friends because your 11th house is in Virgo. You're like, and your Uranus is in the weirdo part of you. It's supposed to be. So are you really good detective, like investigator too? Uranus is in Libra, so it's in the 11th house.
And we're always putting together a scenario such as like being a private investigator. You're always trying to find out the cause of why something failed.
Awesome. So that's groovy. You actually are a private investigator?
No, I'm an engineer.
Oh, okay. Super groovy. Think it was.
I had it background. It's not necessarily what I do. I worked as one for 15 years, but I got my own business now. So.
Great. This is groovy. Thank you ever so kindly. I'm gonna. Hi, I'm Dashton, the Vampire Demon Slayer, and you are history. Okay, well, anyways, this video is about Ceres, okay? Ceres is like the healer. It's how you heal other people. The crown is about healing yourself. And it's an unwounded healer. It's like, okay, well, anyways, Ceres is like how you're healing the other people. It is a planet in between Mars and Jupiter, and it's like on the astral belt of some bullshit, and it's like bigger than Neptune, apparently, but it's a dwarf planet. It's almost like Pluto being a dwarf moon planet, crap like that, whatever. Nobody cares to fuck about that. We care about like the sign and shit that yours is in, duh. So I'm gonna talk about it. Okay. Let's start with Ceres and Leo because Leo is like the center of the universe. Like, oh my God. So the narcissist, the celebrity, the one who gets all the attention for what? Because they have the energy. They have this light. Okay. So like if you have Ceres and Leo, you're going to heal other people and make them feel like they're really praised and you're proud of them. And you put your light that you actually have onto others, the golden light. You make them feel like they're royalty. You'll be like talking behind their back in front of them saying, this person's really good like at astrology. You should get to know them. Yeah, they did my chart and they're like really good at it. They said a lot of stuff that I didn't even have to tell them, like they'll just like really start telling strangers around you, behind your back, in front of you, sort of like really good compliments and like make you feel like the star. I mean, that's the Leo. That's the good energy type of Leo. Ceres and Leo is great. But you can also take advantage of people because, but having Ceres and Leo also makes you like pretty much um when you walk into a room, no questions asked, you're gonna get a praise and approval. Like, you just run this shit. You're the celebrity there. People are gonna want to suck up to you and stuff, and they're gonna think, oh my gosh, you gave me a little comment, or you talked to me for a second, or something, and they're like, I feel so like proud of myself. Like you make people feel like you're um coming off as flirting with them. They wish that you were flirting with them because it's like exotic sexy energy too. But literally, when you sit around a Ceres and Leo, they can heal you with this golden energy, like literally be your biggest fan kind of thing. And they can kind of like pump you up with all kinds of nice stuff. And they could also take advantage of you if they wanted to because you, you're like hooked into their a light, their energy, You don't know if they're being fake because they're being so, sounds like they're so sarcastic talking about you, complimenting you, because it's like very, um, you know, overly complimented in a way, but they're still kind of arrogant in their own place and they're still, not showing like they're going to have to give you mercy. No, they're not like this suck up person like a Pisces or whatever. They're not like that. They're like, this king just came around me and complimented me or something. That's they're gonna like tell you, hey, you can be useful and you can be generous. I'm gonna bring that out of you. So you'll be wanting to do things for them and helping them out. Like, can you help I'll be like, can you help me with this? Because I know that you can do it. You're good at it. And then you'll get those people used to you, helping you out. And I'm like, interest turn you into some kind of servant, sort of. But, help work for them. If your Ceres is in Cancer, you're there everybody's mothering, nourishing mama, and you have all the connections that everybody's looking for. You know, the gypsy, the person, like they would go to you for like mothery advice kind of stuff or whatever. If you are Ceres in Capricorn, you are like the authoritative healer person, the catalyst of um like you can make everybody's reputation sparkle. Like if someone's hanging out with you or someone, if you're seen with that person with Ceres and Capricorn, that's gonna make your reputation and your um like job references look really good. Like if you need to put down a reference with somebody who has Ceres and Capricorn. They will make you look like good and stuff like that. Okay, and also you'll heal their reputation, like make it look better, whatever. Yeah, like there's a rumor about you or something like that. You can settle it with Ceres and Capricorn, I guess. Like authoritatively, like they'll be afraid of you to like mess with that person, I suppose. And um, yeah. If your Ceres is in Pisces, obviously you're going to be this caring, unconditional, loving savior, Jesus-like person, of course. Duh. When you're healing them, like unconditional, loving, open-minded, a chameleon, you can turn other people into an actress. You can bring out their hidden talents and stuff. I mean, you know, it's partly like all this kind of stuff. With Ceres is how the inner you is that you have to heal yourself with, where you have a hole in your aura or something that needs to be filled. It's like your black hole that you have to fill up all the time and heal yourself with it because you're wounded there. Not like, you know, like if your ego's in it, then there you go. Leo or Aquarius. That's where you have to heal your wounded ego. Like you'll have a perfect ego. I think it's so perfect. And bam, all of a sudden you have to reheal it again. It got hit and got punched and you have to reheal it and stuff. Cut and it sew it back up. You know what I mean? That's like some of the CRSs and self-identity. CRS is finding out other people's identity, like turn them into somebody aggressive, be that aggressor for that person, show them how to stick up for themselves. CRS and Aries, I suppose. And CRS and Libra become a marriage counselor person. Like everyone in 10th house. I should do all these signs with like all the planets all in one video. All the houses, what it's like that sign in every single video. Or every single house. And every single planet and just get it over with stuff, do all 12. So I'll just do like, I should do that. I don't know. I'm missing some planets. Oh my gosh, I'm missing some signs.